How's it going, guys? The Epic Game here from the channel Gamer Gang, and today we're doing another video on Monkey City. Now today we are just gonna go over some tactics, like try to how to formulate a decent tactic. So hope you enjoy. Okay. So to start a tactic, what you need is like a decent amount of monkeys. You want at least roughly around like 50. But I mean, I've got like a ton, so I've got like over 100, I think. I don't know. But yeah. So anyway, I'm just put my monkey down. So anyway, so it's mainly basing on the placement and how much starting cash you have here. So to start off with, you want something that can literally pop everything. So my best recommendation for this is a wizard, because when it's up to 0-2 or 2-2, it can pop camo lead. So it can pop literally anything. And yeah. So next up, you want something to that helps with like very good rushes, you could say, like defending rushes here, or just getting off multiple layers of balloons. So what I recommend is maybe I would say sniper as well. That could be fairly decent, quite slow though. A ninja up to balloon jitsu, because that can pop 5 layers. That could also be quite good. Glue gunner, balloon dissolver, triple dart monkey to some extent, and engineer because the sentry guns. It's just really something that takes off more than one layer at one time. So yeah, I mean, it's quite decent. I'd say the ninja's probably the best at this because it attacks quite fast. And then yeah, so you want that to roughly take off about 3 layers or more off. So maybe, I wouldn't necessarily recommend a sniper because of how slow it shoots. Triple dart monkey I would say is quite decent, but I prefer the ninja because of its distraction ability and the double shot and the balloon jitsu to triple dart monkeys, because the shotguns are like much more, can pierce through more balloons than the triple darts. Okay, so once you've done this, you want something something that you've got in multiple numbers and that's quite decent. So by multiple numbers, I mean like at least over 10 of that tower. At least 10 of that tower. So for example, I could use dart monkeys, which I can use because I've got them at the Super Monkey Fan Club, and I've got bomb towers as well. It's 13 subs I could use, but not much water. But it's endless really on how much on what combos you could do really. But try and get something that's really effective against Moabs. Like the Super Monkeys are effective against Moabs, but they cost a lot. So, and then bomb towers also are really effective against mobs on Mob Mauler. I think you might even be able to use ninjas because they're quite good. I heard that one balloon jitsu ninja could take down a Moab. I don't know if that's true, but I would like to think that's true. Don't know if it's true. Dart monkeys, they're quite cheap, they're quite nice and effective. But again, the Super Monkey Fan Club does cost quite a lot. So yeah, I would what I usually use is I use bomb towers, and if it's a water terrain, I use dart monkeys or ninjas. It all depends on if I'm going for just it mainly depends on the thing on contested territory. If it's like occupation wards, then I tend to use the dart monkeys, then ninjas. But if it tends to be like the milestone ward, I tend to use ninjas first, then dart monkeys, because I want to get further out, not like holding it in on the milestones. So then next you want to get a village with a village. I know this is quite short, but I'll do some more if you want. But next you probably want to get a village in, and then you want the multiple number thing that can pop like I was gonna say like a lot, but not necessarily a lot, just so it can pop more than one balloon at once. Like frag bombs on the bomb tower eventually splits into 9 shards, I think. So yeah, that can pop more than 2 things at once. But yeah. So next up, after you've got like all of them. So after you've got like all of them on, then yeah. So after you've got like your things up to the thing where it can pop like multiple things at once, probably want to get on your village. You probably want to get maybe a radar scanner as well. Just so it can if it's like a bomb tower and it can't pop camo, definitely get a radar scanner. But if it can already get pop camo, then great. So you should probably get the camo upgrade on that. So after you've got that, you want to get some. You want to probably focus on your ending a lot here. So mainly get some ice monkeys in, get some glaive cliches in, or glaive lord even, glue gunner and wizard. So what I tend to use for my end game area is I tend to use the monkey apprentice up to stubborn whirlwind, glue gunner 3-2, boomerang thrower 4-2, ice monkey up to 3-2 is very effective. And sometimes I just get and most of the time I also get a cluster bomb at the end here, just so it can also help do mass damage and mass area damage, because that's quite good. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend using. What I wouldn't recommend using is the attack shooter for the ending. Not particularly the best. I'd more use that for the start, if you want to use it even. Sniper's quite bad at ending. I would recommend using that at the start again. Dart monkeys can be okay at the ending. I tend to use juggernauts at the ending because I mean they do mass damage. They can pop 40, I think. Pop 40 balloons in a row. I also tend to use the engineer sometimes as well, because the sentry guns they're beasts. And then yeah, that's what I tend to use. And then if I'm still surviving, then I also just use some super monkeys as well, just try and fully upgrade them. And yeah. Anyway, I forgot to mention, when you have the your chosen tower under the village, or your mass tower I call it, then you should definitely set all of them to strong, because if you don't set them to strong, then that could possibly end up losing the game. That's what happened with me once, because I mean, all my bomb towers were going after the Moab, and there was like a ZMG on top, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm pretty sure I set them to strong, and turns out I didn't set all of them to strong, so that ended up me costing the game, because the ZMG, well, BFB, some of the ZMG leaked through. So yeah. So now I'm just gonna teach you a bit about like what to upgrade. Okay, so I mean, upgrading's probably the hardest part because you don't know what to do. I mean, you have tons of tier 3 and 4 upgrades. So I recommend you don't XP harvest until you've got all the tier 3 and 4 upgrades you want. So look, so I've got Juggernaut and Super Monkey Fan Club. So I mean, if you're desperate to get, for example, Juggernaut, but you're never going to use it, don't get it. Instead, get the ones you actually want first. So even if that means like having to bail out on a tier 4 upgrade that you want as well. So for example, I got laser cannon, and then I got the ballistic missile, which there we go, fine, I got it. Then I got ballistic missile, and I desperately wanted ballistic missile, but I did think laser cannon, if I ever used it, then I mean I never use ballistic missile unless it's in like land terrain. But the thing is though, the mistake I made is I just XP harvest, because I mean that gives you a ton. So I mean, yeah. Another example of me doing the wrong thing is me getting deadly precision when I actually want a semi-automatic rifle, because deadly precision would give you tons more XP than semi-automatic rifle. The semi-automatic rifle, I mean, doing the math here, that can pop 18 layers. That can shoot 3 times as fast with .50, so 21 times. It can shoot 21 layers off. So then an example of me actually doing it is me getting sprockets first, because I mean that would really help, and then me getting dual layer blades as well. So I'd recommend not XP harvesting until like until you've got everything you want. Speaking of that, everything I want this. I need it. So anyway, so I recommend. So some of the upgrades I recommend if you're just starting out. So some tier 2 upgrades, tier 1 upgrades. Monkey Beacon, that's very good. Not sharp shots and razor sharp shots as well. You should get camera countermeasures as well for that. Nothing really to recommend on the Boomeranger. Attack shoes quite bad. Not that, sorry. 0.5 vol you should probably get as well. Have I spelled that right? Okay, that's spelled that right. Okay, I thought I was point something like. Okay, distraction shurikens. Those are like all of the ninja upgrades as well. Those are really good. The tier 2 upgrades on the bomb tower are quite decent. Missile launcher and frag bombs. Nothing on the mortar. I think the mortar is just dead itself, to be honest. Definitely sentry gun. Definitely all the upgrades on the engineer you should probably get. I mean, that is very good. All the helicopter depends what you want to get. If you want to get the Apache and raise the rotors, you should definitely search Pursuit. But if you're going down the other route to get like Chinooks and stuff, I wouldn't recommend getting the Pursuit because I mean you can just move it around yourself. You should get, if you're going for the Downdraft and Chinook, you should get 1-4. If you're going for Apache, try and get 4-2, and then go for 4-4 after, and same with the Chinook if you want. What else do I recommend? All the upgrades for the subs. The only reason why I recommend barbed darts is because you need barbed darts to get advanced intel. Nothing really on the ice monkey. Nothing really good on the dartling. Oh yeah, I recommend you getting bigger stacks, faster production, and even faster production. Depends if you want to pop lead. If you don't have much lead popping power, then you should probably get whale spikes. Glue gunner. I recommend get all the upgrades to the glue gunner. It's actually quite decent. Nothing on the ace. Grape shots, faster shooting and longer cannons. Crow's nest is optional if you want to have more camo, popping power. All the upgrades on the wizard I do recommend. Because they're just expensive. Banana farm depends it or not, but yeah. So this is just a bit of a run through on tactics as well. So thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe for more of the same video, and bye.